Hello, 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 hello.
Hello, 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 hello.
Hello, hello.
Wow, it's very nice.
This is very nice, yes. Hello, hello, hello.
Hello there.
Hello there.
Hello.
You're such idiots.
I know.
What?
There's been nada.
No, there's been nada yet. There's been nada. Hello to a, what's supposed to be a pretty hot and spicy Hungaroring.
Skin on skin.
It has just turned into like a normal day in Florida, honestly.
Is it?
Yeah.
Is it pretty
It's
warm in Florida right now?
hot, dude. It's
Sadly, yes.
like in the 90s right now. Key West just broke Florida's record for the highest heat index at 115 the other day. That is in
Yes.
freedom units. Go fuck yourself, you non-freedom people.
This is literally just no comment. Thank you, Chris. Thank you, Mark, as well for the subs.
Thanks, Dad.
I might have a second golden Lambo by the end of the year. Hopefully, fingers crossed.
I feel like next you should just get a golden P Cup after winning.
Oh, maybe
the
I
Nürburgring
should.
24 hours in the P Cup.
Hell yes. Yes, we're coming back from a pickup win at the N24. Not a bad way to start.
If you three want to run it back next year, I will make you a personal golden.
Oh. And we should probably just sign up with a number 1 as well.
Mm-hmm. Chris can like change it so it's like force that number, I think. Well,
Yeah,
I guess I don't know if multiple people have it. Then...
Yeah, there was someone with the number 1. I'm pretty sure people like to run that number, anyways. But yes. So hello and welcome to Hungaroring. We are live right now with quali for bronze class. Again, a small bronze class. Everybody has gotten out of bronze, which is a good thing. I'd love to see it. Everybody has improved so much that they are actually fighting for wins in silver from the bronze class.
Silver split, best split.
Yeah, silver split. Blah. Best split. Put you in bronze, you want to have a chance? Nah.
Austin.
Lil B Diddy's Carter, right?
The receipts, Austin, of you like, I hope they don't put me down to bronze just because I made a mistake.
Bronze easy top 3 now? Yes. Ooh, somebody just left the server. That is Jose. Come back in here, Jose. Probably difficulties. And we have our first lap. Coming in with a 45. Isn't a 44 like what used to be alien time?
I think so. Rados was saying that he saw Danny and Carl doing the low 43s.
Well, a 45.7 from Rick Simili and a 45.9 from Matt Millinson to start. David Miller had invalidated his last lap, so he doesn't have one in yet. Another 6 minutes to go. I am not Carter. You would be Austin. I'm sorry, Austin. I'm still not familiar with all the usernames. Bad. You saw a 43.0 from Danny
Carter
yesterday.
Carter is something JPEG. I just recognized it.
Is it?
The last part is JPEG. Yeah. Zach Hughes saying that he saw a 43 flat from Danny yesterday.
Wow.
Oh, some 42s in practice.
I remember when a 44 was basically alien.
This is why I just go play iRacing, dude. This game is too trash for me to get fast at it, so...
Well, you still didn't win. I mean, you guys got pretty close.
Bruh.
That was pretty good. That was pretty good. I'm just
BMW GT4 can go fuck himself for crashing poorly.
I know. That was pretty bad. Ooh, slidey Miller there. You'll have the most yellow flags today, and that is the win you were going for. Nah, you'll do fine. Hungaroring is, I mean, gonna be a little...
Dude, I love this.
A little bit warm. I mean, the race is what, an hour after quali? I believe. Will it get warmer?
Oh yeah. Yeah, it actually should get a little bit toastier.
A little bit toastier.
You're right around the near the peak.
Be ready for that. Take care of your tires. Don't go sliding around like Miller is just doing right now. And ooh.
It's the time minute of 48 flat. So some work to do from Dave. Honestly, he probably just has it on autopilot while he's playing Rocket League on his rearview mirror in his car.
I love it. I love it. No, but he was sliding around a lot this last lap, so if he could just keep it together, I'm pretty sure he can improve on that a lot. Miller not in orange, yeah, that's weird to me. Ooh.
Also, we did guess it correctly a couple weeks ago on our last race when we were like, Miller's probably already launching Rocket League. He said we were off by about 3 or 4 minutes. Like he quit ACC, immediately left ECC, and about 10 minutes later he booted up Rocket League. So we were close.
Possible Bondi onboard lap incoming?
Yes.
I wish we could get your camera on here, Ryan. Thank you for the follow, Eric Newman. And Austin has practiced for 2 hours yesterday and learned the track in that time. You might qualify last. I mean, just
Ryan,
race.
Come in here, turn on your camera, and share it.
Oh yes.
And we'll put Bondi on stream.
I'll put you on the stream.
That's like instant 100 extra viewers right there.
Bondi cam? Hell yeah.
Bondi cam.
I mean, Hungaroring is one of those tracks that I personally don't like racing in because it can be kind of a train fest, but I mean, I don't know if you guys have seen the little announcement I did. Just train guy.
Asshole, real quick.
Yeah.
What the hell?
Stretch. What the hell?
No, not that.
Oh, is that what I think it is?
Oh,
Oh my god.
I shouldn't be on there.
Chris, I sent it to Ferris. I guess I need to send it to you. We need to get Rados's yeehaw.
Oh yeah, sorry, I just got back from the pool, so I didn't really see anything. I'm exhausted and wet. It doesn't help that I shook the SodaStream bottle and also I wet myself again.
I thought
That's
about
gonna be clipped.
I thought about maybe I'll make Rados a Texas livery for next season.
Maybe.
For his yeehaw. He really loves the yeehaw, so I figured, you know, give him a nice Texas livery. We'll put the Coda map on it because he loves Coda. You know, I think it would be nice. What do you think? We can also put the greatest sim ever quote from him. The most painful voice I've ever heard anyone say anything.
Ooh. Ooh. I mean, neither one was fun to drive. Not great for racing though. Lots of those in this season. The second half of the season is looking really, really good. So you have Suzuka next week. It is a little moist though. So that will be interesting, and I love racing. I don't think we've ever done a wet Suzuka on our GT3 series, have we?
Well, I feel like we have.
No, we've done it night, we've done transitions, we've done it hot. I don't think we've done it wet.
It's gonna be a lot of dead cars in 130R wet.
Well, a lot of people are gonna have to learn how to tiptoe around that.
The Porsche gang gonna be crying through 130R next week, that's for sure.
Suzuka is in 2 weeks. Is it?
So what's next week? I mean, wait, we totally know what's next week. We were testing you, Mark.
We have next week off for Memorial Day. Yes, I totally knew that. I am professional, guys. Thank you, Ryan. I'm sorry.
We knew that. We were testing you.
Yeah.
If you knew.
Exactly.
Good job, Ryan. You passed.
Yeah. Also, we've not even talked about this quality, but Matt Melton improving 6/10 right now.
There's Paul.
Might take pole. Rick is even. If he can improve, he might extend his lead just a little bit to get away from Melanson. Melason's losing a lot of time though. And Miller
Yeah,
is
it's all
also
your fault.
improving significantly on his lap time. Oh, so
Melanson,
not the greatest exit.
line, not enough.
Not enough, and that is going to be it.
But the pace is there, so we could have a decent fight going on in bronze.
Yeah, the pace is there. Rick is also down on his time, so he's not improving. So that was a chance for Matt to take pole. And now we have David, who is on his final flyer. The silvers are on track now.
Yep. And that is with Mr. Lukey out on track first for the silvers, with Mr. Heslin right behind him. So the battle of Porsche and the Nissans continue this week. Now I don't know if the Porsche feel lost this week. Their cult leader Rados is not here today.
Ooh.
So I don't know if they're just like a bunch of like sad lost puppies that you just want to like help.
Radis is cleansing himself after
And then
the
you find out
24.
that like maybe they have rabies. I'm not really sure. So
We don't need Radis to have a good day. Don't tell him that. He's cleansing right now after the 24.
You for that.
Already one Porsche class pole. I guess Rick, yeah. Do we have a pole? Do we have a Porsche in pros? Yes, we do have two. Max Diggs and Heech. Zach Heech.
All I know is Rados right now all day has been just trying to catch up on all of his iRacing results. It's been a day.
New liveries for today. We have Chemo with a Synth Vader.
Yeah, I totally forgot
livery.
to download them.
Ooh. How dare you?
Good thing you're on the main camera. We'll be
How
fine.
dare you?
I know.
Ropo will not be a Porsche today. Rados is on the golf course 100%. I posted a video yesterday of what I imagine him and Greg being in the voice dump. And pretty sure that is very, very accurate. And that's exactly what he's doing right now.
That's 100%. That's them.
That's exactly what they're doing right now.
Watching them two argue and like talking about golf and stuff, it's literally watching a married couple. It's really cute. And then Carter will just randomly go, "Mommy and Daddy are fighting again."
Love it. We have an onboard for Ryan. We'll get on when he's crossing the line.
Hopefully Bondi made some room for us.
So are we getting a Macho Bondi?
Macho Bondi, dude.
Macho Engine Bondi. He's sliding around that second to last hairpin.
Oh my god.
Not looking the greatest there.
It's that macho-ness. Just wants to slide out. So macho. So Lukey, I think, is on a valid lap here.
Lukey with a 45.3.
I think it was just broken. Yeah, so 45.3 for Michael Lukey. That's going to put him 500ths ahead of Rick. Take provisional pole. Bruno Casaldini coming in with an identical lap time.
Oh wow, identical lap time for Casaldini. That's it. That's honestly, I love it. I'd love to see that.
I love when that happens. Why does it happen more than you think it should?
Because the thousandth of a second is nothing. Big time. Bondi out here drifting, yeah. We did have, I think, Coda last season or the season before. Coda. We had. Oh, look at that. Oh, I was like. Luki and Castaldi, another 42, 482 and 482.
So 44.8 for Mark Robeson, coming in hot with that big macho engine to take pole. First driver into the 44s.
And the Mercedes sounds so good.
And right now, Michael Lukey is currently up 6/10 right now as he's heading into the final two hairpins. So he can hold this time here. A little bit. Oh wow, he's got. Okay, that was up to 8/10. Lost the 10th. Not have a great exit, but he's finding the time. It's there. Loses a bunch of the final hairpin. And he should be taking back. Oh, just as I say that, loses some on the exit and is 700ths down to Mark Robeson.
700ths down. Yep. I lost my train of thought earlier, but what I was saying, the at Coda 1 or 2 seasons ago, we had 2 separate times that were identicals. From 2 different groups of 4 people. I think we had one in gold and one in silver at the end of quali. I don't remember exactly when it was, but I think it was Coda. Bruno dropped the hammer. Bruno really did, so a really good lap time in there, and is just extending his lead even more so. 44.3, that is what I know was alien pace at the time, and that's...
The Macho engine's coming in to show the Porsches who's boss around Hungaroring. I don't know if it's just because the Mercs can hit these curbs better or what, but showing them what's up.
Because this championship brings the best people, hashtag ad. That's not a sellout, that's truth. I gotta fund another Lambo. Maybe I'll get Ferrari this time.
The gold Porsche Cup, dude. Told you.
Gold Porsche Cup.
Gold Porsche Cup.
Gold Porsche Cup, yeah. Yeah. Ooh, slidey there, Lukey, it looked like. Bruno, or that is Ryan, give him space. And Lukey's not improving on his lap.
Chemo currently is up 5/10 as he's heading into the final 2 hairpins. He's currently a second off of pole, but with the 5/10s, he could jump up to, P3, P4 in class here. Found another 10th through the first hairpin.
Harrison needs to fund his autocross career. Hey, listen, man. That's already funded.
Really good exit here for Chemo. He's going to be almost 8/10 as across the line. Bumps him up to P2. 2/10 off of Bruno Casadini, who still rocking that 44.3.
And improving right now.
And improving, yep. Mark Robeson currently up 4/10 here as he's going through the final hairpins as well. This would put him above Bruno in the standings if he can maintain this time here by over 2/10. Has a really nice exit, and he's going to go to pole here, and with a 44.187, so almost in the 43s for Mark Robeson, the keeper of gold.
Mark Robeson is the keeper of gold. He was
really
gold
is.
last season, right? I think we did move him down because our gold split this season is cracked.
Like, honestly, like, Mark is literally the benchmark for gold, I think. Because if you're in top silver split, you're probably battling with Mark, even if he's, like, in silver or in gold. And so, like,
Mark
if you
is
beat
everywhere.
Mark, I feel like he just is instant promotion to gold if you beat Mark.
Mark, Nick, and Barrett got moved. Yes, yeah, I completely remember, and I'm not a goldfish or anything like that, but ooh, yeah, that Macho engine looks like it could just swallow those curbs.
Yeah. Let's see here. No big gains right now. Austin Wall is currently up 3/10. He absolutely hated the Aston Martin so much that he was basically on his knee begging for us to have him switch his car.
Then,
So he is now in the Mercedes today. Probably much happier.
with the University of Utah livery.
Yeah. The Utes.
He's in Utah. I like it.
He's a
Nice.
Utah man. I believe
Represent.
Salt Lake City, or just outside of Salt Lake. I think just south of Salt Lake. If I
Ooh, that
remember
is-
correctly from the conversations that were being had. So if you want to DDoS Austin, there
So he's stopping right now after he set his lap. Another 20 seconds to go before the end of silver quali. Robeson still rocking P1 right now after taking it from Bruno, but Bruno has some time. He's in the green barely. Robeson's also improving just a little bit. We'll see what they can do. Have Michael Lukey coming around the last sector right now on 1/10 up. just gotta say, man, Lukey was looking extremely strong at the beginning of, or like halfway through the silver quali, and now 6/10 away from pole. That is insane.
Yeah.
He is improving though a lot now. A 2/10, 1 corner to go, so that is gonna move him up to P4 if he can keep it together. Losing a tiny bit on exit, that is still gonna let him give him enough room for P4, which is good.
And Chemo says, "Hold up, no, that's my position." He was currently
Hold
up
up.
10th as he's going through the second to last hairpin. Now he's going through the last hairpin now. Currently up 2/10. Let's see if we can have a really nice exit. Does he have an amazing one? But it might be just enough to get the position back, and it does. So it takes it back for Michael Loki.
And it is
on
the
final lap
exact
here.
same time as Heslin, so he loses P3
wow.
from it. That is insane. We've had a lot of that this just today already. Nick improving on his time as well. Not going to improve his position, though. And that is going to be it for silver quali.
Now it's time for the Gold Boys. Danny Boyd, also known more as Danny Bison, has decided to go by his middle name. So
I don't know who Bison is. I only know Danny Boyd.
Oh, there you go. You mean Derek Boyd?
Derek Boyd.
So Danny taking the gold out here as the first one on track for the gold as he starts his first hot lap. Followed by, let's see here.
That is Mike Jackson.
Mike Jackson and Zakish. So yeah, we also have Peter Hutch back this week. So it's good to see Mr. Hutch back out there with the boys.
Yes.
And the infamous Hutch Boatley. That man knows how to wrestle that car. And when I mean wrestle, I legit mean wrestle with that steering.
I feel like he's the one driving the Porsche Cup. Sawing at the wheel at every exit.
Just, yeah. So, a lot of the golds out here today. As we said, you have Rados, who's out for today. So, opportunity here for Danny to gain some valuable points. Obviously, this will be used as a drop round for Rados, but this could still help Danny with his championship hunt.
Championship. Can't wait to see what lap times.
No sandbagging today, Nick. Or Rick. That is correct.
Oh damn, he
We do
called you
not allow
Nick.
sandbaggers around here. There's only one sandbagger.
No 3 wide in turn 1.
Nope.
Yes, please. No 3 wide in turn 1. That usually is how people go bowling. And we do have our first lap times coming in. Mike Jackson with a 43.6. Danny with a 43.7. So just a 10th away. Dylan Sauer, not the lap that he wanted. David Funk is back this week.
Oh, yeah.
In the Funky Town GTR.
Now,
I love it.
Now, to show him the skin. You gotta show him that roof.
I gotta show him the roof. The roof is.
You gotta see that roof. He's not here to defend himself, so you gotta show it.
Oh yes. Oh yes. Milo, I know you're gonna watch this eventually. You're looking fabulous.
As always. The voice of New World Sim Racing, right there.
Oh, I love it. I love it. Hang on. You can't stop the funk. Because we're in the funky town.
You can't stop the funk.
Hell yes.
So
I
Funk
love
is
it.
back. You love to see it. An amazing dude, amazing racer. Yeah, just really happy to see him back with the boys.
So for
Austin, I have a specific book ready to throw at your head when you send it 3 wide.
Ooh, don't do it. Don't do it.
It's got your name etched in it already. For Austin. For being a dumbass. With the
So
Corvette logo right on it.
we should have brought the standings earlier, but so to give an idea, silver, Mark Robeson winning by 10 points right now for Michael Luki, and Bruno Castaldini is 30 points away from Luki. So a good lead for the two pole sitters.
And Danny Boyd finds a new lap time, 43.2, to take pole away from Mike Jackson by 3/10. This is insane.
But Danny is, on
Bro,
the
these
standings. These times are stupid. These times are,
Bono, my
are
times.
nuts. These are nuts. We do have Max
Back
Stiggs
in my day.
improving. Gonna look to move to P16. So Bruno all the way through Jalen Jenkins. These lap times in silver are nothing to scoff at either. Like everybody's
As you can see, like you have some silver boys trickled in here with the gold boys right now, because these are really, really solid times across the board in these temps. Like this is mental.
almost like Danny's an alien or something.
Right.
Yeah.
Oh,
So,
I think the person that left the server was Joby. I thought I saw him
Joby
in here,
did
but no, I don't
disconnect.
see him.
Joby was in the pits for a little while. I'm not sure what happened.
Sure, what happened? But-
Weather here in Toronto is
So-
fantastic. Joby's not that far away. Hopefully not. Nothing. PC issues. Sucks.
Looking at some of the times here, Joseph German in the deadliest BMW I've ever seen on track. I don't know what he does to those setups, but man, this thing drives like a Honda with how squirrely it is. Currently up 3/10 on his lap time. This would put him up into the top 10 for sure. As I say that, this is a little bit of time. Has a really nice exit though, so 3/10 gonna cross the line, going into P9 with a 44.4. So that's P, and as I said, that Jose Guzman crosses the line with a 0.41, so 300ths faster than Joseph German to take P9, and German drop into P10.
Yeah. David Funk on his first race back so far, absolutely killing it. P3.
Oh, sorry about damn Jody. Unfortunate.
What happened? You ain't racing.
I guess you will survive another day without driving the Honda.
Oh. That sucks.
F.
Do you need tech support? I've done the work. I can be your tech support.
I'll be your hero,
pay me.
baby.
Pay me a nice coffee and I'll drive over
Oh,
and figure out your PC.
yellow flag. Jose Guzman loses it in sector 2.
Oh.
Trying to get back up to speed here. Probably realizes he doesn't have time to get around. So trying to get the car reoriented to get in possibly one more lap here.
Yeah, I think his tires are not going to be happy
Danny
at all.
Boyd finds another 10th. So 43.1 coming from him.
Everybody on the red lap right now. Or slow lap.
Yeah.
You do have Max Stiggs in. Can't fake the funk. Yeah, you can't. So Danny, winning right now, gold. 186 points from Andrew Rados, who's not here today, who has 175. And then Zach Heish sitting at 129 points for the current podium on the standings in gold split. So Zach not really having the time that he wants, it looks like, in that Porsche today. He's not able to get the times in. He's a second and almost 2 seconds off of Danny. Just going to want to survive and keep at it. So
Jose
hopefully
Guzman
he can do something there.
Reaches track limits, invalidates his lap, so that's going to be it for his qualifying here. Everyone on their final laps here. It looks
Everyone on their final laps.
Dylan Sauer was just behind Zach Heish through the chicane, loses it, and is back to the pits as well. Peter Hutch invalidates his lap, unfortunately, through sector
Carl.
2. That's going to be it for him. Carl Big invalidates his as well. Joseph German invalidates as well.
Everybody's
Everyone
pushing
really
really
trying
hard.
to get in for that last one, putting in some nice banker laps, and they're just trying to find those bangers because 43.1's just not quick enough. As Danny Boyd comes across the line, is he going to drop into the 42s? I think he is.
Oh, it's going to be a
just
42.997,
barely.
and that is a stupid lap time. A stupid lap time
That's
from
insane.
Danny.
So he is currently, you have Mike Jackson crossing the line.
Ooh,
Yep, no one else improving. Max Diggs.
No.
Got a little bit
Scratch
of
that.
time in Carlos as well.
A little bit of time for Carlos. He's just even on his lap time. It's going to be exactly the same, though. Not that much of an improvement. Stays in P15. Max Diggs lost a lot of time in the final corner. He is improving. He's just now even. Not going to improve either. So that is going to be it for the standings. And Max is not not happy about that Porsche. It looks like smashes it into a wall. And again,
Angry at the Porsche. It's all the Porsche's fault, really.
poor thing. Max, are you okay?
Poor Porsche.
I hope you don't have whiplash. You can drive the race in an hour. Damn, Daniel.
Damn, Daniel.
Coming in again with another banger. Maybe a banker, too. Who else did we not mention on the standings? Bronze class. I forgot to mention that. I'm sorry, boys. So Matt Melanson, who is now sitting in P2. So a little bit of space between Rick and Matt. Matt is leading 186 points. Rick similarly has 158, and David Miller at 153 for our podium in bronze. Once again, they just have to complete 80% of the race distance, and they have a podium. So just keep it on track, keep at it. Hungaroring is a race of attrition, I think. We might see some drive-thrus today. I hope not. We're gonna see a lot of trains, I bet. And don't go
I'm
bowling.
used to seeing trains.
Don't go bowling into turn 1, boys.
Whatever you do.
You wanna go ahead for the walk? Yeah, let's get it.
Yeah, I can. If you want, I can read them off while you.
All right, read them.
Ready?
Yep.
So P1, we have Danny Boyd on pole in the Nissan GTR, followed by Mike Jackson in the Ferrari. Row 2 is going to be David Funk, P3, Carl Big, P4. Row 3, we have Peter Hutchings with Mark Robeson starting in P6 behind. Next row, we have Dylan Sauer in the Lamborghini, followed by Bruno Castaldini. P9, we have Jose Guzman alongside Joseph German in P10. P11, we have Kyle Heslin in the GTR right next to Kimo in the Porsche. P13, we have Michael Luki alongside another Porsche brother and Jalen Jenkins. P15, we have the other Guzman, Carlos Guzman, alongside Zach Heish. Next row, we have Max Diggs alongside Rick Simile. P19, we have Nick Kohel alongside Austin Wall. P21, we have Charlie King, followed by Matt Melanson, the other Boatley on track. And starting in the back row, we have Ryan Cody alongside Dave Miller.
Ryan taking it really easy today. It looks like that was a quick one.
That was quick.
That was
I am
quick.
known to be quick. Sorry, I ain't no Milo.
Oh boy.
Should have phoned in Milo, be like, listen, you have to at least come in and do the.
Yeah, I was about to say let's get him in. Rick Simile, you only know Ricky Smile. Yeah, it's Ricky Smile. Ricky Smile leading the bronze split. So he has 3 cars between him and Matt Melanson. That is a good thing for him. Mark Robeson has Bruno Castaldini directly behind him on the grid today. So he is going to want to keep that inside covered and try not to have a 3 wide for him. Our boys are going now for... Yes. Have turn 1 cam. Oh, look at that.
Yeah, we are getting the bowling lane
We're getting the bowling lane. Let me just double check that this works before we start. Oh no! Oh yeah, it works. Sorry, totally
This
could have done this before the
Turn
stream.
1 cam is brought to you by Wii Bowling.
Hopefully not. Just go a little bit to the right, angle it to the side, and just throw it with a curve. Easy.
Easy.
Easy, perfect strike. Strike. What else do we have out there today? So, Carlos Guzman, Zakish, Max Sticks, they're not the times that they really wanted in quali, but
Yeah, I'm actually this should be an interesting start because we have people trickled in. You actually are going to have in-class battles within your different classes. Right? You know, like Carlos and Zach and Max Sticks, all full drivers, but behind silver drivers, and so you know, trying to maneuver yourself through the other classes while also battling within your own class.
yeah, and Hungaroring is a track where it's so incredibly hard to pass that traffic can come into play if you decide to go long, which is not always the best of things. But at the same time, if you have clean air and nobody in front of you, I don't know.
Also, a very big undercut track as well. So Hungaroring, if you can play the cards right, do a nice undercut, get in some open area.
Yeah.
Got my red flags ready? Always.
I hope not. I hope no red flags today, as Danny Boyd leads our boys through the second to last corner. Let the precision begin. Look for GTR collusion. Procession?
English?
Precision, did I say?
You said precision.
Listen, man. I'm exhausted. I don't know what I said. I mean race. Yes, that's what I meant. That's 100% what I meant.
Paid to read.
Wait. We have green lights and our cars are going. I see already a side-by-side in between. That was Jose Guzman and Joseph German. Danny.
We do have some 3 wide, almost 4 wide. Come on, boys, keep clean. Everyone leaving the space.
Everyone leaving the space. I see Bruno going really wide on exit there to try and avoid getting next to some cars. Let's get the live cam in. Danny with a clean start. David Funk goes wide and loses the spot to Carl Big, and Hutch is now going to be sitting looking at the funky boy right behind him. Some position swaps already. I see Bruno has lost after turn 1 going wide there. Mark Robeson has an even bigger lead between him and Bruno. Castaldini has also lost it to Heslin. Do we have a chicane cam? Ooh, lots going on right now.
Kind of behaving right now. Single file in this first lap here. Just really.
Oh, a little bit of a too wide at the end there, it looks like.
Oh, God.
And so far so good with the boys. I hope I've not jinxed it, but the train has started. And it's a turbo train right now with everybody within a tenth of each other, from Danny all the way down to Nick Kohout in P18.
Hutch getting a move done on the inside of, I believe that was Mr. Funk there. Moves up to P4.
So getting his elbows out early before everybody else starts to drive a little bit more aggressive. That is probably a good thing for Hutch now, because he can keep them behind, and Hutch actually knows really how to defend and make that boat as wide as it possibly can be. It's a wide boy already. An even wider one with Hutch at the wheel.
Oh, for sure. And so up front, Danny already pulling a second gap, also known as Max Verstappen, out here trying to build that gap early and just run a nice clean air in front of him.
Yeah, I do see Dylan Sauer going side by side almost with Mark Robeson into the first, or turn 2 or 3 is this? I have no idea.
Really clean lap 1. We only had 4 contacts, but no one went off track, so I think that's just some door banging. So you love to see it. Really good job from the boys, trying to leave as much space as possible on a very tight corridor.
High corner, yeah. And Joseph German right there really smelling Dylan's dinner after Dylan almost went really wide on the exit of turn 4 there. Slow section there for Chemo behind Michael Lukey. So that fight is is still going on right now. Joseph German and Dylan Sauer, these guys are going to keep fighting it real hard. Mark Robeson sticking around with David Funk. Go ahead.
Yeah, we are starting to see some shuffling on the between class battles here. So we have Jalen Jenkins, who let Carlos Guzman and Zach Keish by, and Nick Kohal getting past Ricky Smiles. So everything kind of falling back into order. I think some people just like, I don't want to get in the way of each other's battles. So
look at all the invalid laps. There's so many invalid laps. There really are.
So much. I definitely see some drive-throughs this race. I mean, it's hard to not do it to begin with, and then when you're battling, you just get, you're trying to push, trying to find every little bit of pace you can to make some of these moves done. As I say that, Dylan Sauer gets alongside Mark Robeson here out of turn 1. They are down, getting into turn 2. That brunt of the Merc just outpowers that Lambo. So hard to get around a Merc, especially I feel like around here it just has so much grunt coming out of the corner that it's just
yeah, the Lamborghini looking really good there as well. I think Ryan Cody spun, and I just noticed him dropping a few positions. Max Diggs is also sitting there. They might have had a contact between each other.
Yeah.
Hopefully nothing too bad there. Jose Guzman getting Kyle Heslin in front of him, and I know that Jose is not giving that space willingly. So now Bruno Castaldini really trying to get around Jose, and Heslin really wants to keep him behind.
So I have the replay here.
Is it some?
Unfortunately, Max Diggs goes for the forbidden sniff here.
Ooh, Max Diggs a little late on the brakes and
little bop here,
bumps him and waits for him.
He actually pulls off to the side and waits for Ryan. So good guy Max Diggs over here. Obviously still a penalty, but we do love to see the execution.
Yeah. Zach Keish going on the outside of Carlos Guzman. This battle is really tight. These guys have been at it since 2 corners ago. Guzman going deep in the final corner. He might get a better drive out though.
That Aston might be able to catch him in the straight line speed here as he's locked into the toe of the Porsche here. Zach Keish definitely taking that defensive line into turn 1 here.
Lots of marbles for Keish.
Has to go wide. Going for the over-under here. Quite get it.
You can't quite get
really
it. That is
driving from Zach.
Yeah, a fantastic drive there from Zach as well. I saw a position swap between Jose and Castaldini. I think Castaldini tried to make a move on Jose, try and get through and go to Heslin, but Jose taking the spot back. And everybody right now kind of in single file.
Yep. Update up front. Danny Boyd now has a 1.5-second gap already and increasing. Carl Big trying to reel in Mike Jackson for P2. So we'll see if a battle brews here for P2 between the 2 Ferrari drivers, with Peter Hutch 2 seconds back from Carl. And David Funk, what a statement return here, already up to P5.
Yeah, you can't stop the funk, man.
Can't stop the funk, man.
I love it. I love it. Mark Robeson in the mix here, showing us yet again that he is basically the benchmark. Lovely banner there. Thank you, Kunos, for that amazing camera angle. Every single time they come around that corner, it's just nothing in front of you. Jose going wide.
Yeah.
Bruno is going to be right there, and nowhere else for Jose to go. He's trying to get back in front of Kyle Heslin so he can keep...
And Lukey trying to capitalize on this as well on Bruno. Tries to sneak up on the inside of Bruno. Can't quite get it done.
Just look at how the Mercedes pulls away.
That Macho.
Oh, he is
Macho
going
doing
for
Macho things.
a move that was late, and Bruno keeps it. A swap here for the lead in the bronze. So Rick Simile
Yeah.
and Matt Mellison were fighting, and Matt Mellison just with more grunt. Oh, that is late, and they are banging doors in the exit of turn 3 there. Great late racing. I'd love to see it, yeah. Hopefully nothing too bad. I saw a lunge there from Rick trying to take the position back and let these two go at it. Love to see that. Some racing
Jose
in
taking
bronze.
the outside of Kyle Heslin through the sweeping right-hander before the chicane. Can't get the move done as Kyle stays in front. Yeah, Jose in this battle amongst the silver drivers. So he might be a little frustrated that he's kind of stuck in this battle here, but hey, silver boys want to play, so they have decided that this is going to be a battle.
Yeah.
Love to see it.
Love to see it. So for the silver boys, that is Kyle Heslin really wants Jose to stay behind him, and that is, oh my god, that is extremely late lunge there from Bruno. He's had to break a little bit more than he would have liked to.
Oh, and Jose loses the rear end of the moment of that Porsche going into that first hairpin.
That was a clincher, and then immediately after that, a big, nice banner to block the whole action at the apex. Thank you, Kunos. I love it.
Thank you, Kunos. You know where you wouldn't have this issue. Iris. That one's for you, Rados. That's why he once watches the pod back.
So Zaki's now trying to get around Kimo Kajtovic. Kimo not really defending all that much, but at the same time, he really doesn't want to lose too much time to Michael Lukey. He is going to keep it side by side, I think. Oh, he goes deep, and that is going to let Carlos Guzman have a look at Isle, and a great move, a good opportunity for Carlos, and he gets through just fine. That is some great racing today, and this has been a intense first 10 minutes of the race.
And this is what you get for saying that Hungaroring is not a racing track. These boys showing you what's up. Looking back at the lead, the
battle for the lead in bronze is still going.
Yeah, those were the words I was looking for. Thank you. Some more door banging between Rick. Oh
no!
And as he does that,
he's gonna.
Matt tags Rick. He's gonna lift to let Rick go by.
And
Rick has a terrible. Oh no! Austin somehow saves it. What just happened?
Something just happened. I think everybody kind of panicking right there. And Rick moving down to last.
Sammy,
I guess
you are
Austin
wrecking the
stalled
car.
He's trying to get it to go, but
Sammy,
not
what
go.
are you doing, my friend? Shut up. Don't tell me how to drive.
Chris.
Damn, that is loud.
Oh, Austin, an unfortunate victim here. So I will. Let's get the replay.
Let's get the replay of what the chain reaction was there. I don't think there was any contact between Austin and the others. Was there?
There was contact.
There was.
Ricky's smile with the rejoin.
You could see that happen before it happened. I mean, yeah. At the same time, they are bronze. They're still learning to. It's the racecraft, right?
I do have the replay here, right?
Let's get the replay up.
Ready for you. So, Rick goes a little wild into the right-hander here. So Matt is looking inside, going into the chicane. Rick leaves the space, and then we have a little bump here by Matt.
Bumps him again to make sure he's facing right.
Yeah, now he's waiting for Rick. Rick rejoining right on the apex.
Oh.
And collects Austin.
Oh,
and
that is
some
unfortunate.
Avoidance by Matt there. So yeah.
That is unfortunate. But a learning moment, hopefully, for the boys, and they'll do better next time. I don't want to make the scene too bad, but it's the racecraft. They've not really had all that much of a chance to race each other hard, and it was looking so great for the two of them. So I hope that they can keep at it, keep racing hard, get that experience in, and we'll see them next time in silver. Racing even harder.
So while all that happened, Zakish has decided, I'm done fighting. I'm gonna go sit by myself. So he went in pit.
Yeah, Zakish went for the mega undercut.
47 minutes to get these tires to the end. ballsy move on these hot temps, but if he can do it, this might pay off pretty big for him.
It is part of racing. Yeah, it is. Those two had history at Masana too. Was it hard racing as well? I love to see it. I hope they keep at it. I want to see them get better and better and better.
Yeah, I think, you know, for the most part, it's just a lot of like racing door banging here, and you're just like learning. And if they're both cool with it and they're both like okay with it at the end of the day, then I'm okay with it. If they both understand that they're both trying to get better and improve, then like go for it. That's what we're here for. Obviously, you're gonna take your penalties when you earn them. But if you learn from it, then I'm cool with it.
Yeah. But that was such a good race, right? Until that moment, it was so close. Little lift. I think he really wanted the space, and there was no space.
Yep. Mike Jackson, by the way, has the purple lap right now.
Mike Jackson, yeah.
The gap is 1.7. It's 1.8. It's kind of going up and down a little bit. So Danny, since the first few laps, hasn't been able to pull away too much more. So curious to see how this unfolds while Carl Big is behind by 2.5 seconds to Mike Jackson. So the top five kind of top four, I should say, have spread out a bit. David Funk has Mark Robeson and Dylan Sauer.
Yeah. Oh, I saw a track map that I forgot to add. Are you able to pull that out? Because I really want to pull it out in full screen. Oh yeah.
Oh yeah. Yeah. Let's see. This was found by, I believe, was Zakish. And honestly, I think this is pretty accurate to.
All right, so
Hungaroring.
Just so you guys know, official track map of Hungaroring. This is
official. This is straight from the officials at Hungaroring.
Yeah, and there's nothing more official than this. Here you go. That is Hungaroring. Track. What do we have? So turn one is the front of the foot.
Yeah.
Right. Going into oh man, I just love turn 16, the heel.
Yeah,
great.
Turn 5-6 really takes the wing to heart because you just have to fly through it, you know. So you really have to flap your wings as you go through the kink there.
Yeah. A little bit of a scoliosis. Turn 10, 11, 12, 13 there.
Yeah, turn 8 and 9, it's painted red because you have to brake so hard for the chicane. So really, it all comes together really nice. And so, yeah, really,
it's great.
His name is Fred. Fred's great. And knows how to be a racetrack.
Yeah.
I really love Fred.
Yeah, we're professionals here. I mean, this is the official Hungaroring track map. In case you guys don't know.
Yeah, this is official.
Yeah.
Like I emailed them. This is what we got. Like.
But back to the track race, we did have a movement during all of that, and I missed it barely. Mark Robeson got past David Funk, and now the fight is on between Funk and Dylan Sauer because of that. A little bit of a train. Maybe I think Funk might have made a little bit of mistake, or it looks like maybe, just maybe, the Nissan GTR is not all that easy on the tires on this track.
That is possible.
These guys are starting to struggle.
If Danny is also struggling, let's see that come into play. Mark Robeson would probably love to hear the battle of Kyle Heslin, Jose Guzman, and Bruno right now happening behind him as he just continuously increases his gap to the other silver boys.
Yeah. So are these races every week or every other week? They are every week. We had a week off for mid-season break last week. We are going to have another week off next week for Memorial Day, and then after that it is straight through till the end. Every week we have a race. We're coming back in 2 weeks with a moist Suzuka.
And
following
as
that,
we were chatting, Bruno Casaltini got past Jose Guzman. So Jose was trying to get past Kyle and makes a mistake. Bruno gets by.
Oh, I love Assetto Corsa Competizione, the official GT World Challenge game there. And on the third to last corner. It's easy. Great camera. They really have to change that.
So Max Diggs trying to do some recovery driving here as he gets past Charlie King and has moved up to P18 overall. Checking in because I don't want him to feel alone. Zakish just rocking and rolling, putting in some laps all by his lonesome.
So a 44.7 from him on the last lap. His best lap is a 44.6. If we compared that to the other boys that are running further up ahead, we have a 44.635 on the last lap for Joseph German in P8. Just some good laps there from him.
Gaining seconds.
Yeah.
He is gaining full seconds right now. Who was he? He was with. Who was he battling with? Was he battling with Carlos Guzman?
Yes.
So, yeah, he gained a half second alone last lap on Carlos, specifically.
So this might be the good play.
I think it's going to pay off if he can just keep these consistent, just hammer them out. That's what I got to do.
I hope he has actually taken tires, though. Those last 15 minutes are going to be brutal otherwise. Even more brutal than they already are going to be.
He did. His stop was 32 seconds, so he definitely took those tires.
Lovely. Somebody's got to remind me to change the camera before they get to this third to last corner. Sauer is really pushing, trying to get past Funk. He has a great exit and slides, trying to get a tighter line on the exit and loses a bit of pace. That is unfortunate because he almost had a great run into turn 1, but that is not over yet. He looks for the inside lunge, is going to have just enough space, and they are going to go side by side. A better drive out of the corner for Funk. He's going to keep the position and try and carry on. This is looking like a great battle starting or continuing on. See what Funky Town can do this time.
Mark Robeson just pulling away from these boys. He is rocking and rolling today, feeling good. Always love seeing Mark do well.
I think this is one of his really strong tracks. I remember the last season we had him in silver. He was really up there with the boys in gold as well in Hungaroring.
So Mike Jackson last lap pulled in another 0.2 to Danny, so that gap is down to 1.5, 1.6 right now.
Look at that, boys. I got rid of the banner.
Look at you.
Just on time.
Professional.
It was quick as well. Quick thinking, man. Oh man, you can see how much Mike Jackson is trailing there in the hairpins. His brake lights are just barely coming on and off. Really quick. Oh, great. Hate it. Every time I switch to somebody, they're right behind the banner. A high point followed by a low point, and a flash from Bruno Castaldini. I think there he might be watching the stream as he race, but he gets a decent drive out. The Nissan is quick on the straight though. Jose Guzman sitting behind, really looking at these two right now. He's not able to capitalize on them fighting, so not really a defensive line there from Heslin either. He's just far enough ahead. I think Austin Wall, yep, with a incident, and he has teleported back to the pits. I think that is going to be it for him, unfortunately. He was not too happy with the track.
Just lost it on his own.
Oh. There's movement in our house in the other country. A stupid fly has been going in front of our camera every day and just triggering the motion sensor. It's so annoying.
Oh. So just a
slide.
Self-inflicted incident. Yeah.
Just a little incident. So Bruno was stuck behind Jose earlier. Yes, that is right. My God. Hello and welcome, Whelp. But Bruno looking really close there, and oh my God, Jose is definitely going to get a warning for that off track. Might want to be a little bit easier on the gas going into the first S section. Carlos Guzman gets a good drive, might have a chance here. No, not enough to get on in front of Michael Luki. Castaldini was also looking like he was closing the gap on Heslin just now. But these two are now going to start actually battling for position, and we'll see what Jose can do if he can try and get back past in front of them, even though he was blocking Bruno from just looking at the back of that GTR. I love that. Give me a DT before the pit cycle. That would suck. Actually, what would suck is somebody getting a DT on their end lap when they're out of fuel.
Yeah.
Oh, side.
Excuse me, going wide. Oh, almost a
Side by
touch.
side,
Michael
yeah.
Luki.
And we do have, I thought a position swap. That was Max Diggs going into the pits. And Chris getting past him on track because of that. So this fight is still ongoing. A update from our race leaders.
Chris?
Did I say Chris?
Yep.
Yeah, he's Chris now.
Hi, Chris King.
I was looking at Chris. Carlos trying to catch his brother now. Yep. He's really pushing hard there, and Michael Luki's really defending as hard as he possibly can. Michael does not want him in front of him because Chemo now is sitting behind and just looking at this fight here. It's getting so close. That was a moment.
Chemo has said hello, Carlos.
So this might be a good moment for Carlos Guzman to go into the pits, and this will end in sadness. I hope not. I would say go for the pits. Go for the pits. Oh, he is going for the inside into the...
And Luki's going to give him the space, but they're going to be side by side. Ooh, so close. Carlos, just go in the pits, dude. Just go in the pits.
Go in the pits.
Not
Do
worth
the
it.
undercut.
Oh my god.
He decides not
you
to.
gotta go. This is not worth it. You just go. Even if it's not your plan, you have to just fight and just go.
He's sliding. He's losing a lot of tire life on that.
Bruno
on this fight.
Castaldini has gone to the pits, so Bruno has said, "I'm not going to try this fight with Kyle. I'm going to take the pits to see if I can get him on the undercut." I think this is really good. But my track position.
But my track position.
Make a good point.
Yeah. So I think Carlos does have a little bit more pace than Luki. It looks like Luki is the train conductor, and this is a really difficult track to pass on if somebody knows how to defend on it.
Yeah. And Luki is a really good defender.
Yeah,
I don't know.
Luki makes
He's
it wide.
good at making a Porsche wide somehow.
It's a tiny car.
It's tiny.
It is. It's so tiny.
Guys hand out points for positions at pit, am I right? Yeah. Right, well, oh no, Joseph German with an off here.
And he's going to rejoin right in front of this fight is... Oh!
My God. Clinch it.
I puckered up. That
He
was
just made a
almost...
diamond.
That was almost a moment. That was so close.
That was almost a moment.
That was so
It looks
close.
like he just lost it on his own. No contacts registered. So Joseph German falling back down to P13.
There,
Yeah,
I switched the
Kino
camera.
Almost tombstone. Yeah.
Luki goes wide on exit of the third to last corner and is going to have... Oh my God. Luki goes for the pits.
Luki is going to the pits.
So Luki has had enough of defending this fight. He's had enough of losing so much time trying to defend it. And Carlos is now free. Chemo has a little bit of toe, is going to stick right behind Carlos. We'll see if he can make a gap. And he did his job.
Joseph German going into the pits as well. So after his off, he's like, let me get some fresh rubber. Probably a good call.
Yeah.
David Funk still has Dylan Sauer right on his tail here. The gap to Mark Robeson ahead is 3 seconds. So you can just worry about this defense here.
And as Welp say, I think Carlos Guzman is going to regret that fight. Yes, his tires are going to be completely gone. There's been a lot of sliding, a lot of really hard pushing. That is not what you really wanted to do. A lot of time lost as well.
Yeah.
And for Chemo, a lot of time gained because of that as well.
Yeah, I think Luki can actually gain from this. You got Carlos wearing the tires from that fight, he gets the fresher tires here. And Carlos, while yes, there's nothing in front of him, Chemo is keeping him honest behind, so can't completely disregard Chemo behind him.
Lukey saw his own death and said, "Not today." I mean, to be honest, I've seen Lukey on the receiving end of a lot of just completely unfortunate incidents that were not his
And
fault.
Mike Jackson is going in for his pit. So coming in from P2, Mike in the pits. Peter Hutch coming in from P4 for his pit stop as well.
This might not be the best play for them. They're so far ahead on track. I hope they come out in clean air. They might lose some more time with traffic, and Danny's deciding to go a little bit longer. It is still not halfway through the race yet, though.
Jalen Jenkins going into the pits as well. So pit stops are starting. Trying to keep track of all the battles going on. Zach Heish and Bruno Casaldini right up against each other, I guess.
Danny Boyd is the better Danny Byston.
Yeah.
I mean, who's
He's
Danny
exciting.
Byston? I don't know Danny Byston.
I mean, you know, Boyd is shorter than Byston, so
Danny
therefore
B.
you're saying it faster. Therefore, Danny's actually getting faster by shortening his last name. Changing his, going from last name to middle name, he's actually getting faster.
A little bit of a bump there for Nick Kohout, or sorry, Dylan Sauer. That I thought that was Nick. They were both in Lamborghinis. People will never know.
Well,
I'm just gonna call him Danny B.
Yeah. Danny B.
Danny B. So Mike Jackson, where did he come out on track? He is 3 seconds behind Chris King. He is gonna catch up to him in a lap or two.
Okay, did you do that one
Danny.
on purpose, or was that on accident again?
Which one?
Yep, that was on accident.
Which one?
Charlie King?
Oh, I called him Chris King. Chris King. You're Chris now. I didn't even realize. I see C, and I think yeah. Danny Funk.
So Funk has had enough of his battle and has gone into the pits as well. Danny has gone into the pits. Carl has gone into the pits. So now we can start looking at our overcuts, undercuts, all that good stuff.
I am interested in seeing how far ahead Danny is coming out in front of Mike Jackson. So the gap was 1.5 seconds as Mike went into the pits. Mike did have a quicker last lap before Danny on his previous lap to the in lap. So we'll see if he has made up a little bit of ground now that the pit stop is gone or not. If you can check where Danny is.
So Danny is already out on track already. Their time to stop was identical, and Danny actually gained a second through the pit cycle just from being in the pit lane.
So it looks like, yeah, that
1
was
second quicker through the pits. So that gap is now actually gained even more time. So it's what, 4 seconds currently?
4 seconds.
Mike Jackson.
Yes, and they still have Charlie King. Wait, they have King in between them. I'm not gonna say first names anymore. I've done it. I've done it. I almost said Chris King again.
Everything right now. So Lukey is out on track. Who was his battle was with?
Kyle Haslam.
Carlos Goose?
Carlos Guzman, yes.
So Carlos Guzman still has yet to pit. Also Chemo hasn't pit yet. Carlos was able to get a second gap there. Dylan Sauer is now in the pits. So this will be interesting to see where he comes out with, I believe it was David Funk, right?
Yeah.
That's where that fight was going. Carlos still out, so he is taking P1.
Jose, Kyle, Dylan Sauer, and Chemo all in the pits. That fight was going on for a little while. Mike Jackson not slowed down by Charlie, which is good for him as Charlie goes into the pits right when he catches him. So 4.5 second gap now to Danny. And we'll see if he can close that gap a little bit more. Bruno still really trying to get through past Kyle, but is not going to have enough of a drive there into this third to last corner. Thank you, ACC, for that lovely banner. I'm going to...
So Dylan Sauer is moving. And here comes Mark Robeson.
It was side by side.
David Funk coming in hot, and David Funk going to get it through.
Yeah, so David was ahead of Dylan, and that gap is back down to exactly what it was, but now Dylan has a little bit of a slow, a cold tire. A stop and go 30 for Kyle Haslam. That's not what you want to see.
No.
Oh.
But you hate to see it. Not like this.
Oh, that's not a drive-through.
He was having that battle with Jose, which... Oh.
Apparently the pit exit board is missing. I mean, the line.
Uh-oh. Yeah.
That sucks.
Oof.
I still think boards for pit entry and exit don't matter. Don't look at those.
Yep.
They're in the line.
There's lines for a reason.
Nick out there bouncing around the line. I think that might have been a warning for him. He's so close to Kimo Kajcevic now. Kimo Kajcevic.
It's time to see what we thought was the bad call here. Let's see who's right. Are we the Ferrari engineers? Or are we Red Bull engineers?
Oh, Nick really trying to go through there on the exit of the chicane. The better run, but a good defense there from Kimo. Just enough widening to lock himself in position there. And Nick is going to have to try and get a better exit, probably into turn one. That Lamborghini. Hopefully he's going to be faster. So Dylan, go ahead.
Just watching here. Look, he had a slow stop. He had a 35-second stop. So Carlos might be able to jump him here. So Carlos is up and moving, and Luki is coming down just left the final corner here. So this might work out in Carlos's favor. This could be close. It's going to be close. I think the slow stop from Luki is going to cost him this position as Luki comes in hot, fresh tires. Is going to be directly behind Carlos, but Carlos on those cold tires. So Luki's going to try to capitalize here. They are side by side as we head into turn two. Carlos is taking the inside line. Let's see how Luki tries to outbrake him, staying wide. This is going to set him up for the inside of turn three as we get through. And Luki is going to stick to the inside there.
Oh, a good drive there out from Carlos.
So Carlos is going to be on the defense for his life while he tries to get these tires up to temp. Might have been a cut there from Carlos. He took a lot of that curb. So let's see what happened. As they head into the chicane, Carlos might be okay. But you know, Luki's got the warmer tires. He's going to be thirsty. He's going to want this. Yes, Chris, you make a good point. You know, Luki is running P3 right now in silver. As much as he wants to get by Carlos, is it worth it? Do you just follow Carlos to catch Bruno and then use Carlos as your battering ram, so to speak, to get past Bruno?
Yeah, I mean, it's still a 5-second gap right now to Bruno Casaldini, who is about to start fighting with Zach Heish, so they might start losing a lot of time. Jose Guzman is also not that far ahead. This is a three-way battle that's brewing up. And
yellow flag for Kyle Heslin. He teleported to the pits, so that is going to be it for him.
Yeah, Kyle with a stop and go 30 is the
30.
Oh, that is deep on the final corner. A warning for both Carlos and Michael Luki. I'm pretty sure that as they were sliding around the final corner, Carlos might just have the better drive now out. And one lap in, tires are almost up to temp, and he should be good to keep going. Start catching Bruno, who's about to start fighting with Zach again, like I said.
So, battle brewing towards the back of the field. For position between Chris King and Ryan Cody. So, you know, Ryan loves to race Chris's, so this only makes sense that he just caught Chris King here.
Yep. Richard Cody. Bruno Castellini, Go Castellini from Tio Chigueta. I don't know if I'm pronouncing that right. I'm probably butchering it. I'm sorry. I'm butchering everybody's names regardless, even when I know them. So, don't feel too bad about it. Oh, slide there from Zaki. So Bruno's going to have a good look. He has been doing fantastic today. A good race.
A really good race.
Really, lots of really close racing from him. And he's gotten enough of a gap now between him and Michael Lukey to keep P2. It looks like if Carlos does not catch up to him or nothing bad happens to Bruno, he might be taking a lot of points out today. Mark Robeson, though, leading silver with a lot of drivers in between him and Bruno. So a great job there for Mark, showing us again that we can't really place him anywhere. He's so good. I love you, Mark. A race leader update. So Danny beat still on a Max Verstappen mode. 5 seconds between him and Mike Jackson. The last laps, though, were almost identical, a bit quicker from Danny, and he's not able to take back that purple lap, though. So a few more points for Mike. Carl Big, 5 seconds behind Mike Jackson, so a quiet race for him, and a good and consistent.
We have the battle brewing here. Dylan Sauer and David Funk, sorry to cut in. Dylan has gone around. And they're still battling.
They're still battling that side by side. Holy, that was close.
Touching, and that was close to the chicane, but Dylan Sauer getting the move stuck on David Funk.
So was that a mistake?
Say, welcome back, Funk.
Was that a mistake from Funk? Because they got so close together so quick, and I think Dylan probably capitalized on it.
There might have been.
Because that distance was not that close when I was looking at the other boys.
Ryan Cody did get around Charlie King, by the way, as well, so he moves up in the standings. Jose Guzman got a Zach Yeesh breathing down his neck a little bit. A little Porsche on Porsche action. As I say that, Joseph German makes a move on Michael Lukey.
That we totally saw thanks to the banner as soon as I switched to them.
Yep. Thanks, Banner.
Thanks, Banner. I totally didn't know what game we were playing.
Heslin plus 100 stupid points.
Oh,
It do be like that.
I guess Joker Sim Racing is Heslin. That sucks. I'm sorry. Stop and go 30 always sucks. But might have been still good to stay on, I guess, get a few points. Thank you for the follow. I can't pronounce that name. I'm going to call you 77. Was it the Exeter entry? Yeah, good to know. This fight is still ongoing, so David Funk has... let's see for fastest laps. David Funk a tenth or half a tenth slower than Dylan Sauer. He has the toe. It was invalid his last lap around, so I think it was definitely a mistake from him that let that Dylan through.
Things have tightened up a little bit after the pit cycle. Not too many folks close to each other outside of Zakish and Bruno, Casaldini, and then the Dylan Sauer and David Funk battle as well. Joseph German trying to reel in Carlos Guzman as well. So we're just going to let the boys cook here as we get into the final 19 minutes of this race. And honestly, for a track that's usually hard to race, we're putting on a show, as always.
Yeah, putting on a show. I think Zach Heish was the person that went and did his first pit stop 20 minutes into the race, right? So
yeah, he was battling Carlos Guzman at the time, and so he had jumped him by 5.5 seconds.
A good strat. Hopefully he can nurse these tires till the end, and I just want to say he is up 7 positions since the start of the race. So the best improvement so far in the entire grid, and a good, consistent race for him. You got to race for 19 minutes. That's Austin. Yeah, it was with the little bit of a contact and then a slide that left him behind, unfortunately.
You can't blame the car. He wanted the car. That's all.
It happens. It's racing.
does have it.
There are good days, there are bad days. Hopefully more good days than bad.
Max Verstappen, then there's only good days.
No, if you're Max Verstappen, there's get me out of this car. I want to go sim racing.
Yeah, this is true. This is actually true. Austin, it definitely was not on you on that incident.
Yeah.
So do not feel bad about the contact. That was not you.
Ooh, so Joseph German getting ever so close now to Carlos Guzman. Sorry, let me say it. Chris Guzman.
Oh, yes.
Yeah, he's a C.
And Bruno, so just keeping Zach honest, man.
Yeah,
Bruno,
thank you,
putting
ACC.
in some times today.
Cut every single time I switch to somebody. To that stupid corner banner. It's like right when I switch as well. It's not even there. I am. I will. I hate it. Oh, a slide there from Zach. Goddamn product placement. That's more than a product placement. That's a it's a big boy. Hey, Goose versus Goose. Yes. So.
Yeah, not quite.
Not. Still, a Jur versus Goose. Your money's on Goose? Yeah, so you wanted Rick to win his class. I mean, he is still driving. He's, although the best lap time, the last lap time, a second quicker than Rick last time around for Matt Melanson, and he has a bit of a gap. So 15 seconds between him and Rick. We'll see what Rick can do if he can come back. He did fix his damage, yes.
Looks like we might have a battle brewing soon with Nick Kohout and Jalen Jenkins. Jalen was a half-second quicker than Nick last lap, so we will continue to see how that cooks. As Joseph German is now on that rear bumper of Carlos, giving him a big old sniff with the biggest nostrils on the grid in that BMW.
That is 100% the Angry Bird pig. I don't care what anybody says, that BMW looks like that pig. It really does. Like, put them side by side, it's the Angry Birds pig, the green one. That's the BMW. That's exactly what it looks like.
You know, I mean, I'm trying to think of like timeline of like when Angry Birds came out and the age of the people probably designing cars at this point.
No, it's not
bro,
that.
I grew up playing Angry Birds. Like, I want to build a car with that nose.
I really hope it's not that.
Could you imagine if it was, though? Could you imagine?
See, Kimo picking up some
marbles.
marbles.
If we, like, took the nose of the pig from Angry Birds,
make a car with it? Lots of intake.
Yeah, you are right, Chris. His BMW looks more like a BMW today and less like a Honda. So that's good.
That is true. That is true.
And right now, I just wish we knew what track warnings people are at. Because honestly, that could make some of these battles a little bit more interesting.
I mean, it's always going to be a qualifying race, and somebody's going to mess up their quality and start to fight. It's good. Some people practice during the race, like me, and get better somehow. When you checked that the stop, Carl only had one, so yeah. Warning, that is. So Carl has been having a quiet race. I don't think he needs to push. Peter Hutch is quite a ways behind him, so quiet race for him as well. No need to push. I don't think he has quite the pace. I mean, the last lap is similar to Mike Jackson, but there's such a gap that unless there's a mistake from P1 or 2, Carl is having a quiet race and is going to finish in P3. 13 minutes to go right now.
Barrett randomly coming into chat asking for an HVAC expert, so someone help Barrett out there.
HVAC expert. No, it's the BMW's pretty much a good system. Rick with the drive-through.
There it is.
That is not what you want to see. That sucks for him. He is. Oh,
first victim.
He's the first victim. Hope we don't see any more, though. He is 43 seconds right now ahead of David Miller. He might come out just in front of him. Hopefully not a lot of time, not more than that lost. And please don't get a stop and go 30 on entry. Trying to push for...
What's going on right now? Is the truth... Yeah, Chris asks him, do not sandbag today. What does he do? Go drive through.
So Bruno still not able to chip away at that distance from him and Zach Heish. Zach really doing a great job with the mega undercut, and hopefully he can keep it together. 2 seconds between him and Jose Guzman. Last lap times are almost similar. I saw Joseph German getting back close again to Carlos Guzman. This has they've created a little bit more of a gap between them. And
Bruno with a little too late on the brakes there. Goes super wide into the right-hander before the hairpins in your favorite corner showed the banner.
Yeah. I totally saw it.
And loses some time to Zach Heish.
Oh, God damn it. Every single time I switch to somebody that's closer. Guys,
Damn.
stop getting close next to the banner.
If you did not know what sim we were on today, you're clearly not watching the stream. Who knows? Perfect ad placement.
There. Camera 1. I don't need to see all the cars.
So Bruno trying to catch back up to Zach. I honestly, I think Bruno has the quicker pace here right now, but he just cannot get past this push.
Yeah, although last lap, I guess because of going really deep, his lap was half a second slower than Zach Heish.
Yeah.
So half a second, though. He's not all that far behind. He's only 8/10 behind. If he can keep it together, he might get back close to him. 10.5 minutes to go in the race right now. And everybody has kind of quieted down. Usually this is when things start to happen. People start losing focus and getting tired and having heavy arms and heavy legs. This is the first time we're going to go through that corner and not see the banner. Hopefully, Bruno is getting ever so close. Come on, Rick, stay in the race. Oh, so yeah, we did not kind of go over it. Rick came out 20 seconds in front of David Miller, so hopefully not another drive-through, Rick, but you could get another one and almost keep the position. Give us a fight at the end.
So battles on track here.
Again, it's only this one.
Yeah, Bruno trying to catch back up to Zach here. Jalen Jenkins just can't quite reel in Nick. He's been trying, getting a little close, and then losing some time. So right now, closest battle is Zach Heish versus Bruno. As we continue to monitor that, it's not a class battle, but still a good battle. You can sense that Bruno really wants it. You know, he's running P2 in class. He could just, you know, chill, right? Manage tires. You only have 9 minutes left. Like, just take your sweet time and enjoy this P2. But
well, I don't think he's gonna have all that much sweet time because Carlos Guzman is getting closer. So that gap was 5 seconds when he got past Michael Lukey, and it is now down to 1.
So I wonder if Joseph German is either on 3 warnings or maybe have cooked his tires. He was on Guzman for a while, and now he is dropping off. It's about 2.5 second gap to Carlos right now, and it was under 1 second.
I think he's on 3 warnings because the lines he's taking are very, very safe.
That must be it then.
Although that was not a really safe line. I hope that that's not a drive-through. But this fight now so close. Carlos has caught up to Bruno. This is something that has been brewing for a little while. Yep. The fight is going.
Yeah, Bruno took a quick look on the inside on that right-hander before the hairpins. Broke a little late. I think that's somewhere that he might be able to improve. Just watching, he's made the same mistake about 3 times in the same corner. a couple of car lengths back, tries to do like the fake dive, but then he's missing his braking point and going wide as a result. So, see if he can reel it back in. Now just be safe. He's got Carlos behind him. He's going to want to get by him to get by Zach for a class position. So now he's stuck in a gold battle.
Yeah, so Zach is really going to want to keep Bruno between him and Carlos. Bruno has the option of making this easy for Carlos, but I don't know if he really wants to. He has been really chipping away and trying to get past Zach Heath. He's getting so close and has been trying to make the fake sends and gets Heath to make a mistake. Again, this is not for points, but you get the bragging rights. But at the same time, if I were Bruno, I would take it easy because Mark Robeson is so far up ahead right now. There's so many people between them that there's no point in really trying to push, trying to keep that P2 because P3 is not all that far behind. Michael Lukey is just one corner back.
Yep, I would, if I was him, I'd be happy with P2 in class. Now, you know you had the pace today. Obviously, it's not going to show in the standings that you got that move done, but
yeah, and
as I say that, he is going to make it nice and easy for Carlos. Stays super wide, lets Carlos through. So I think this is a good move for Bruno. It's a wise move here.
That's a good call, and hopefully he can stick to the back of Carlos as he now starts the battle with Heesh. And this is going to be a little bit more intense because Carlos has been chipping away at the time at that distance for quite a while now. And 6 minutes to go, they might start getting a little bit desperate. This is going to be 4 or 5 laps left on the race. David Funk also starting to catch up to Dylan Sauer once again.
Yeah, I think Dylan went a little wide in turn 1, which allowed David to catch.
It's the battle of the Dylans.
Yep, battle of the Dylans. About 5/10 or so. So maybe Funky Town has found some life in those Nissan tires.
Although that line really looked like it was a warning.
A little rusty, so maybe just some energy he needed.
Rusty? This guy's not rusty. He pulled out a insane lap time in quali on his first lap back.
Listen, he said rusty. I don't think he's rusty. He brought a freshly polished disco ball to the race.
Ooh, a little bit there of a back marker in between, not where Carlos really wants him. That is David Miller on the apex of the second S. Is going to lose a little bit of time. He was making up some ground on Zach, but still is 0.6 of a second though between them. So not all that much lost.
Joby in the chat saying Danny told him he is not strong here and he needs to go on Maury because the lie detector has determined that is a lie.
Also, this fight is starting to get on with it a little bit closer than last lap around between David and Dylan. And the Milo spirit still lives on through David. So Milo, by the way, guys, is not on this week. I guess he's not going to be here for the next one either. He is on vacation.
I can't remember when he gets back.
I think he said he would be away for 3 weeks.
So currently still seeing if Carlos can. He gives Zach Heesh a little bit of a flasheroo of the rain lights to Zach Heesh, trying to cause distractions.
A little bit of a flash there from Carlos. Love to see it. I'm proud of you. And a little bit closer. It looks like both of them have taken that chicane a little too bumpy. Not the best line through there.
I think he said 2 weeks, so he might be back since we're off next week. It's possible.
Oh, that is... Carlos is really pushing there. You can see it.
Yeah, he's very, very close.
Getaway banner. There you go, TV cam 1. Right when the banner comes. Love it.
Wait. They do. Were they always there? I feel like they weren't always there. Were they? They have to.
Lightning Hearts? The front of Heish's car?
Yeah.
Oh yeah, he does. I never noticed that either. Electric. So he is going to take a defensive line. Carlos not able. Oh, that is he almost
That's a
little
little
deep
sniff.
under braking. A scary moment there for Zach. And that he's going to want to really make that car as wide as possible. Carlos thinking about going for the super inside line. That is not going to be the best move for him, but that makes it so Zach has a really bad line through the hairpin. Good exit, though, for him. This fight is on.
It is.
2 minutes to go.
It has cooked. It
2
has
minutes
cooked. We are looking at 2 more laps here as Danny Boyd is crossing the line.
Slowing down. This is not what you want to do, Danny.
Wait.
Because now Mike has inherited Danny.
Oh no, he fuel again, maybe?
Oh,
Danny, not again.
not again. Danny, there was another lap. Danny, there was another lap. So it is going to be still another 2 laps, I think. I don't think there was enough time lost between. Because
we
Mike
did not get the announcement that there's one to go.
Oh. And that makes him 1 second behind Mike Jackson now, as he realized a little bit too late. Mike inherits that position. We'll see if he can.
I'm gonna blame this one on Chris because I'm gonna quote this real quick. The stewards will be probing Danny after the race to make sure that he is in fact human.
Manure from heaven for Mike, yes.
So Chris's name is now Michael Massey.
Michael Massey.
So that was so not right.
Although the gap is back down to half a second for this race lead, we'll see if he can do anything. This fight is also ongoing. Let's go to Danny if you can get a side by side with Carlos, because that fight also is not
I've got
over yet.
Carlos, which I do not have Carlos's livery, so.
Oh.
Sorry, not sorry. So yeah, now we got the fights are on.
Fights are on. 8 seconds to go. Is this gonna be it?
Yeah, I guess it could technically checker flag right here, right?
Is this checkered flag? It is checkered flag. So Mike Jackson inherits the win and is gonna keep the position just enough.
Oh my god.
Oh, I wonder if he was thinking of giving it back there, but that is gonna be P1 for Mike Jackson, 2 for Danny, 3 for Carl Big. Danny's gonna see that one in his nightmares tonight and tomorrow.
Yeah, so this is going to throw everyone off. Specifically, Carlos Guzman, he probably thought he had another lap because we didn't get the white flag call out, right? So he probably thought, I got one more lap after this. I'm just going to... But now, you're in the final 2 corners.
Final 2 corners, Zach just has to keep it.
Unless Zach makes a mistake, this is Zach's because Carlos is not going to have enough time.
And he does go deep as well, Carlos.
3 corners here and just gets the drive. And I think it's going to do it. I think Zach Heish is going to hold on to that position from Carlos Guzman. What a wild finish here.
That is great.
As Danny tries to extend the final lap. Oh, you hate this. That's just pain.
Danny.
Pain in the Nissan garage right now.
So that is going to be... What do we have? Mike, Danny, and Carl for the leads rolled. Mark Robeson takes in a win for the silver class, and Bruno with the sensible thing of letting Carlos through. Good move, to be honest, and just sticking to the back of them. Gets P2, gets his points, keeps him. Michael Lukey takes P3. We have Matt Melanson wins bronze class, and is that... Oh. I'm looking at the list and Rick is not on it, but Rick takes P2 and David Miller P3. Good donuts there as well. Mike? Mark. GG from Danny in the chat. Let's get the timetables out there. Gotta say, man, that Nissan as well with I was looking good. But Mike Jackson, Danny Carl, Mark Robeson, Castaldini, Lukey, Chemo, not that far back from Lukey, so a good drive from him. It was Wyatt at the end. And for our 3 boys in bronze, they all get podium points. Love to see it.
That was something.
Mike's PayPal payment went through with a lap to go. I guess so. Yes.
Oh,
that
Don
was
already hitting Danny in the gut with tagging him with a race fuel calculator in the chats.
Was it actually race fuel? He did finish the lap.
It must be.
Oh, he's trying to. He's trying to.
Because it would have been 2 laps.
Oh, the smarter thing to do was to slow down, not on the line though. Congrats to Mike. Yes, about time he had a good result. He inherits the win from that big mistake from Danny there. But that is. Ooh, that was a finish.
That was a finish.
That was a hell of a finish.
Summed up.
That is.
Wow.
That is our GT3 series summed up. Yeah.
He should have. He should have taken like some of the corners slower. He kind of got caught with his pants down, unfortunately, slowing down on the straight. So it's too late to get back up to speed, unfortunately. Yeah, unlucky.
Unlucky.
So Danny says fuel was fine. He's just a silly. So an unfortunate moment for Danny today, but a great race.
Maybe Max should do that. Max Verstappen, that is.
Green light, green light.
Oh yeah.
Just make it a little bit spicier, right? Because
like
now this
let
throws
someone
down.
pass so he has DRS just to pass on the last lap.
God, you imagine that?
Big brain.
Big brain. But this does change things a little bit. But Danny still will retain pole position on the standings after this, so not all that lost. Andrew Rados as well is missing the race, so he is not going to be taking as many points. He's going to be a little bit behind because of this as well. But Zach Heish also can't catch up. So Mike Jackson will be hopefully moving up. And this has been a great race. Honestly, lots of fighting until a little bit at the end there. But you guys, so much for putting on a show for us today. And we'll see you in 2 weeks at a moist Suzuka. Anything else you want to say, Mr. Boy?
Mr. Boy, I ain't your boy, guy.
I ain't your boy, boy.
I appreciate everyone watching. We'll see you in a couple of weeks. Enjoy your extended
Wow, it's very nice.
And as we can't stop the fun,
as Paul would say, make sure to stretch your assholes.
Oh no. We can't stop the funk. I'll play the outro video. Take care, everybody.
Right.